We have developed this HTML structure of whatever the site, personal profile site we have thought of developing. Now let us style this and convert that particular HTML file, which will look like this with the help of CSS, that is cascading style sheet. Okay, so just open the style sheet file, and now we have to one by one, right, style it. So first thing we have to do is we have to get the universal selector and remove all the default paddings, default margins, and box sizing should be border box. Okay, so this is normally the common settings that we do for all the projects. Okay, so the next, now what are the different names of the classes that we have used? So here the first is Nav Bar. Okay, so here instead of copying every time, okay, and writing the code, okay, it is better that you write the code inside the HTML itself using Control E, right? So here we will apply the new rule, right? So what is the nav bar? Now how much? First we have to give the height. Okay, so this height maybe it is 50 to 60. Okay, so let us say height. What is the height? Height is 60 pixel. Okay, so this is 60 pixel. Okay, see, assume I'm referring this because I'm assuming that this design is, this is given. Okay, this is not a web page, this is a, let's say, picture file which is developed using any Adobe tool or PageMaker or CorelDRAW tool by my designer. Okay, and that picture is shared with me. Okay, normally the designs are shared inside the as a picture, because designer uses the tools such as CorelDRAW, PageMaker, or Adobe Suits. Okay, so that is why I'm referring to this. Okay, so this design says that this is having certain height, so let's say 60 pixel, right? And then obviously width should be width of the entire viewport, so 100%. So 100% of the total width of the viewport. Then background color we have black, right? We have black background color. Then what we have first is we have, yesterday we have seen position. Its position should be fixed, and what should be, the top should be 0. Okay, and left should be 0, that is displacement from the viewport left and top is 0, right? So this is it. And let's have the Z index highest, because okay, we will have others also which may interfere in this, right? So if we save this and look at the code, yes, we have got this navigation bar, correct? Now we have to align this in horizontal. So if you want to align them, this navigation item in the horizontal line, obviously they by default they are display properties block. What we have to do, we have to convert it into the inline block, so that we can, so what we can do now, so we have this nav items, so let us style it. So how do we style it? So this nav items, okay, what this nav item is doing, now this nav item, we want this nav item to have all these elements as an inline element. So out of this nav item we have these anchor tags now. these are the anchor tags, so we want them inline. So so that's why I am using here the combinator. Okay, so out of from this nav item I will choose the anchor tag. So here I am choosing the class nav items, and after that, giving the space, I am choosing anchor tag. That means anchor tag, which is the sibling of this nav item element. Okay, I am styling it. So what I am doing, I am saying that display property should be inline block. Display property should be inline block, right? And then okay, so when I do that, see, they are appearing one after the other. Now in addition to that, okay, we also have this logo. So first we have to style this logo. I forgot to style it because see, it is appearing above, that means it is still in the block. So logo first we have to style, right? So Control E, new rule. So to this logo, what style we should apply? Okay, now this logo should also be a display property, should be inline block, and next thing, it should float to the left. Okay, and similarly the logo should float to the left, but nav items A should float to the right. Okay, so float to the right. So this is what we have to do. Now this float, whether this, okay, I think we don't have to do this. We have to take entire nav items. Okay, display should be the inline block and float should the to the right. This is what we want. Yes. Okay, right. Now once again, this nav items, we are, if we see what if I give the entire nav item okay, as a display inline block. Okay, still inside this nav item, outside this nav item, we have this anchor tag, right? So we have to say that anchor A is having the display property inline block, right? So this is how we do it. So now something is wrong, I guess. What is wrong? Inside A we have li. Can we take this? Okay, it doesn't matter. Li can be inside the A or A. It doesn't make any difference. Okay, so that's it. Now item A. Now so I will remove this float property inside the nav item, because what will happen, this nav item is different class, so it should be applied only to the nav item, not to the anchor tag. So I will display it to the float it to the right. Nav items, float it to the right, and now item A, okay, we have display inline block. Now if we see how it is looking, yes, now it is looking proper. Fine. So now we still have the logo text and everything. Now let me keep this logo above, because it is after, before the nav items. Okay, so we have this logo. Now inside this logo, what we have, inside this logo we have this logo text, right? See, inside this logo here we have this logo text class, right? So we will first apply this glow property and all these things here. So let's have this logo text, which is a class, right? So to the logo text, what we have, we will say font size, because we want that to appear a little bit big. So let's say 25 pixel. So how it is looking? Yes, 25 pixel, it is big. Then font family, we will use column. Okay, this is what the font we have used. So see, the style changes, right? Then we will use font weight. What should be the font weight? Let's say maximum we will give 700 because we want it to be bold. And color, we will have white. Okay, and lines letter spacing, we will have the letter spacing of 5 pixel, similar to that. Yes, 5 pixel. 3 pixel. 3 pixel is very small. Let us give 5 pixel. Yeah, it is appearing proper now. Right, now the logo text we have done. Then okay, now what we will do, we will increase the size of the first letter Simba, so it will look nice. Okay, so we will apply the pseudo class, pseudo element rather. So logo text, I will copy this class name so that there will be no spelling mistake by mistake typing. Okay, and I will apply, okay, part pseudo text first letter. Okay, this is a pseudo element. Okay, so font size, I will increase the font size of the first letter. Okay, it should be increased by 10 pixel. Okay, so I will make it as 35 pixel. Yes, so it is now looking nice. Okay, so that's it. Then okay, now items float, right? Now items a, we have to now style this, so we have to remove this blue underline and those dots also. So line list style, if we make it as none, okay, what will happen, those dots will get removed. So those blue dots we have removed. Now we have to remove the underline, so that is given by the text decorator. So text decorator underline overline, we want none, right? So these two properties, just remember them. List style is used with the removing those dots, okay, for the unordered list, and text decorator is for removing the underline of the anchor tag, right? Then we will have this width of each this, now since it is a div element, okay, we'll give it a constant width, so all of them will look proper. Okay, 180 pixel we will give. Yes, so if I give 180 pixel, they are having good separation between them. Okay, then we will have margin. Now I will set all the margins. So if I give 10 pixel, because see this my nav bar is 60 pixel long, so 10 pixel above, 10 pixel below, and since our font size is okay 18 16, okay, so it will appear in the middle, I guess. Yes, not appearing in the middle, but when we increase the font size, okay, it will consume some space, right? So it is okay. Right, now we have to change the color. Okay, so how do I change the color? Now I will change the color in the nav item. Okay, this was now nav items. Now I will change the individual. Okay, this is a UL elements. I have styled this for UL unordered list. Now individual list items I have to style in nav item, because see, this is what is the class we have given. Nav item is the individual list item. Well, the UL has the div has the class nav items. So we have just now styled the div tag. Okay, now we will style the actual list item. Okay, now you can also use here the anchor, but this will give you the different result. Okay, you just try it out, the different way of accessing the individual elements. Okay, so here I will use the font, okay, family, which font we have downloaded, Lemonada, because it is similar to the Lemonada. that was the, now L is capital, I guess. Yes, and yes, lemonade, no? Let us avoid any spelling mistake. Yes, spelling is correct. Font family lemonada. Then let us have the font size. Font size 18 pixel we will have. By default, browser uses 16 pixels, so we will yes increase. So the moment we increase, okay, see it is appearing at the proper. Okay, 18 plus 18, 18 is the pixel is the font size. Then we have given the margin 10 pixel. Okay, we'll also will give the some spacing, letter spacing in between them. Okay, so let us have the font weight of 300, right? So it will look a little bit thin. Yes, it is looking a little bit thin. And then we will have the color. Color is what we color we are giving. I have already let me see what is the color. So I have written it down. It is 4 F4 B2 1 D. So it is a brown, sorry, orange in color, right? Now, so why I have chosen this color, because the Simba, this is this color. I have used the color picker tool and I have picked this color. Okay, I have this color picker tool, eyedropper. Okay, and I have used it, and this is what is the color I have chosen. Okay, I have done it, right? And so why? Because see, the colors should not vary. Okay, this Simba image has 3 colors. This one is the one color, this nose is a little bit pink, and this one is the, so these 3 shades, these 2 shades of the orange or yellow, and this one pink, you can use these colors inside your home page. It will give proper you can say look and feel. This is what is normal guideline which is followed by all the developers, right? Right. So that was the color. How did I pick it? I chosen the color picker tool. Okay, now how color picker tool, you just search over the internet, you will find the color picker tool for Chrome as well as for the whatever browser you are using. Hmm? I will just show you color picker tool. Okay, or you can say color picker extension. So it will, for Chrome, Google, it is color pick eyedrop, and for Mozilla or Colorzilla, or it is Google Chrome eyedropper extension. Okay, for Mozilla you will have different. Okay, you just install that. Okay, and you will use it. Or if you find it complicated, then you can use the same color, no issues. Or you can also have online color picker tool. So color picker online, hex code picker. Okay, so this is one tool. So you just upload your image and then go and pick the colors. So it will, this site will image color picker, this is the site. Okay, so how do I upload this image? Okay, now there is a problem. Use your image. Okay, here you can click and you can drop this image, whatever you have. Let's say this is the one image. I will just choose it and drop it over here. Yeah, it is working. Now I will choose. See, here you can see the same hex color it will give me. it will give other shades also, whatever the colors. So this is, so actually this image has these many colors. Okay, I have said 3, but it is more than 3. This is a yellowish, this is brown. Okay, this is pinkish color, this is the color of the nose here, right? So using this you can, so there are several sites, you can choose any one of this site, right? Fine. Okay. Now after the setting the color, uh, let us have some effects. Okay, effects such as I will give the shadow to this letter, so it will have some three-dimensional effect. So text shadow is the property. Okay, text shadow is the property. So in the text shadow, the first is the displacement of in the x-axis. Okay, how much pixel you want to displace towards the left in the x-axis. If you give the negative value, it will go into the left direction, shadow will be at the left hand side. Okay, I have given positive value, that means the in the x direction, in the horizontal direction, the shadow will move 2 pixel to the left, and second value is for the y-axis. So if I give positive value, it will, shadow will appear downside, 1 pixel downside. Okay, and how much, what is the thickness of the shadow you want? Okay, that is what is given by the third value. So I want 3 pixel. So if we see, if I increase the shadow, this one, see what happens. Nothing. So this is a blur width. So blur width depends upon what you give in the x direction and y direction. So here if I give this 3 and blur 6, it will appear very dark shadow. Okay, and it doesn't look good. Okay, you may or you may not find this shadow in the video, but the shadows are appearing. I don't know how it will appear in the inside in the video, but definitely when you work you will come to know how it works. Okay, so this third value is the, what is the width of blur that you can have in the shadow. So again, the text align property you should use. Why text align? Because as you can see, the text is not aligned inside the the box in the middle, it is aligned to the left. So you just text align to the center. The moment you do it, see, they have aligned to the center, right? Then we will give some letter spacing of 2 pixel. No, let us have the 3 pixel. Yeah, it is looking nice. So letter spacing of 3 pixel, looking good as for my taste. Okay, you may differ, because it is about look and feel, and everyone has different choice as far as look and feel is concerned. Okay, so you are free to do. Now we will have, now this is okay. Now we will have this animation for the Simba, as well as we will have this animation effect over here. So for that, what we do, we use the hover class, pseudo class. Okay, now item, when I hover over it, okay, what should I do? I should I should not change the font size, but I should also not change the font weight, but I should change the color to the black. Text color should be, now it is currently it is orange shade. I will make it as a black. Then I will have the text decoration underline, right? Then I will have text decoration color. Okay, whatever is the decoration of the text, and that underline. Okay, I will make that underline orange. Okay, dark orange. Why? Because I am making the background of the text background color as a white, so that will have some contrast effect. Okay, and I will give the border radius of 5 pixel. So my boxes will appear. I will first let us give border radius, afterwards I will show you how it is looking. See, this is what I have done. I have changed the color of the text to black. so it is appearing black. I have given the text decoration underline, so the underline is appearing. I have given the text decoration, that's underline color as orange, so the underline color is orange. The background color I have given white, so background color is giving white. The only thing that square rectangular is not looking good, so let us have some curves at the corner. So border radius, let us have 5 pixel. So when we do that, this is how it appears, right? Now this may not feel good to you, okay, you are free to change. Okay, this is as per my test. Okay, and as I have confessed, my design skills are not good. I am not a designer, I am a developer. Okay, but some of you may find good designing, you can say, choice, and you can alter this altogether, and that is what is expected from your side. Okay, now let us have, now I will not teach you how to write the glow. Okay, so what I will do, I will copy, I will search over the internet for the glow, and then I will, or rather, should I write it? Okay, so let us write it. So the class that we have applied in the HTML, I think glow class, right? Yes, this is the glow. Okay, so we will apply the style. Okay, this glow class. Okay, so this glow class, we will have, now the color of the text is simply white, right? So no problem, we have already given the color as white, so we will not change the color. Then text align, we will have center, right? Correct, so it is now aligned, text align to the center, right? Then we will have animation. Now this animation property, so let us see, I will show you the where to find the resource. So I will just open this Mozilla MDN website. Okay, this is the de facto standard for the, okay, it's a de facto standard for the CSS and HTML. Okay, reference, because this MDN, I have shown you the W3 school, but it is very basic. Okay, if you want to go into the expert mode and see the advanced and each and everything very detailed, okay, things, so you must visit this developermozilla.org. so it is the site who have developed the Mozilla Firefox web browser. So they maintain all the documentation for HTML and CSS. Basically they have very good documentation for the CSS. So here I will search the animation. Okay, now already we are in the animation. Now what is animation? So animation has sub properties, which are this: animation name, okay, animation duration, timing function, delay, okay, iteration count, direction, field mode, and play state, right? So these are the different properties. So after the animation, you specify these 4 property. So first is what? Animation name. So I will give the animation name glow. So this is my name, right? Now second is animation duration, how much duration that animation should have. So I will say 1 second. Okay, so 1s means 1 second, right? Now what is the animation timing function? Let us see how many timing functions we have. We have this linear means it will go side by side. No, we don't want that. Ease out, yeah, it is easing out. Yes, we want this, so we will copy this, ease out, right? Ease in, out. Then what should be the length of animation? Let us go back. What is the animation duration? Animation timing function we have. Animation iteration count, okay, how much time this animation should have. Now we will have infinite, because animation iteration count, you can have infinite value. That means it will go on playing that animation as if, right? So this is okay, repeat infinitely, it should repeat. And what is the next property that we have to set? Let us see. count, iteration count we have said infinite. Direction, no, direction we will not say. Animation, let's see your pause and resume. Okay, we want this to be playing repeatedly, right? So what are the options we have? Alternate running, no, this is not what is beyond what we want. Okay, animation direction, because alternate, what it does, it goes in one direction and again it comes back, and this is what we want. We want the glow, na? So it will expand and it will again contract, so that is what we want. So let us have this alternate animation direction, right? So that's it. So these many sub properties for the animation we have decided. Now what is the name of the animation we have given? Glow, right? So we will copy this, okay, and we will use it. Fine. So now next, now one thing about this animation is that this may not be supported by all the browsers, right? So what we can do is, to make sure that it is also, it will get played on all the browsers that from which you are viewing this page, and there are some additional properties. Okay, one is WebKit property. Okay, what this WebKit property does, that it, irrespective of your browser, okay, browser will WebKit animation hyphen WebKit animation, and we will copy the same thing over there, right? We will copy the same thing. And similar to this, there is another property for the Mozilla Firefox. Okay, this WebKit is for the others, okay, Internet Explorer or your Opera, something like that. Okay, and then animation, and we will copy the same properties. Okay, so this is required for other browser support, so this is safe. Okay, so these 3 lines we have written. Now how the animation is performed in CSS? Animation is performed with the help of WebKit keyframes. Okay, so let us search this keyframes. Keyframe, it is called as keyframe animation. Keyframes, at the rate keyframes. Okay, so here at the rate keyframe CSS at rule controls the intermediate steps of. Okay, so you will start the animation and you will stop the animation. So you will give the beginning point and you will give the end point, and in between this beginning and end point, okay, you will find there are certain frames. Okay, in the, when you watch the movie is made up of what? Different frames. When the 30 frames, okay, move rapidly in a second in front of you, it appears as if you are seeing a movie. Basically these are all pictures, but pictures are moving in front of your eyes rapidly, 30 frames per second. So these are the frames. So we have to create these frames. So in our animation we will create 6 to 7 frames. Let us see how we can create these frames. So for that, this is what is the syntax. So I will just copy it and I will modify it. So here keyframes. Now this keyframe is not well supported, so let us have the WebKit dot dash WebKit. So when we attach this, okay, it will be played by all the browsers. Now here slide in, this is the name of the animation. Here we have given the name glow. As you can see here, animation we have given the name glow. So this is the animation, and we are defining now the frames from and to. So, and this is what is the transform. Now here we want, now here the property that we are going to animate is text shadow. We have to animate the text shadow property, right? So this text shadow property we will animate. So I'm just creating the frames. So this text shadow property will go through this 6 to 7 variations that I am giving. Now all of us, I have already given what are the different properties of this text shadow. The first value of the text shadow property is what? Displacement inside the x-axis. So I will use the x and y axis 0y, because I don't want the shadow to be tilted in the x and y direction. It should remain in the same, but the width of the shadow I want to give it as 5 pixel, or you can say blur effect. And what is the color? I will want the color to be white, so FFF. Okay, so this is the white color, right? So you can also give only 3 values. If you give only 3 values, then also it is okay. Okay, right? So this is will be a white color. Then after that, okay, so what should happen? The in the text shadows, width should get more and more. So the next frame, in the first frame it will be 5 pixel width. In the second frame I want it to be of 15 pixel width, and then I want to introduce a new color. And so that new color is, I have already chosen, and that is E64700. As you can see, this is a orange color. Okay, dark orange color. Now how did I choose this color? Just an orange color I wanted, so I have picked this color. You can choose any color, okay, because it is in line with whatever the shade I'm using here. So I am just choosing that color. Right, now I will maintain the same color throughout, but I will only change the width of the shadow. So here after next frame, the width of the shadow will be, how do I increment? I will increment it by from 5 pixel to, no, not 15 pixel. I will should increment it to 10 pixel. Then next transition should be of 5. So every time I am just giving the offset of 5 pixel, so that the each frame will, the shadow will increase in size. Okay, next value I will give 20. Okay, the more frames you give, more it will appear, but not more than 6 to 7. It is not necessary. Okay, you will not get that much visual effect if you give, okay, too many values. Okay, so this much well, these many values are sufficient. So last transition I'm just quickly transforming. Okay, so text shadow is only the blur effect, or width of the text shadow is increasing. I'm increasing. So from, and in the two, same thing, I will just copy. Only thing is that I will change the color. Only thing is that I will change the color. The color will be lighter version of the orange. So this is a darker version. The lighter version of the orange is FF4D and A6. Okay, so this I will copy the same color every, no, why it is pink? I have made some mistake. FF, not 4D, it is AD, AD4D, sorry. Okay, so it is lighter version of orange, as you can see. Yes, so this is a lighter version and this is a darker version. So our shadow will, so I just only changing the color. So you refer this Mozilla MDN. Okay, there are a lot of, okay, now this animation is a skill. Okay, there are a lot of YouTube videos also, you can learn from them, since it is not a part of our learning. Okay, so that's it. Now why it is not appearing? Why it is not appearing? I will refresh, still it is not appearing. Why? I will close and then again I will go live. Why it is not? What is saying? Open an HTML file or make sure there is an index HTML file in your project in order to launch live. Okay, I should rename this to the index.html. My mistake. Index.html. Yes, right. So but it is not appearing. Something I have forgot to do, I guess. Any mistakes, spelling mistakes? I guess not. animation glow. Should I give color here also? Yes. No syntax error, I guess. 0, 10 pixel. Then color is changed. Then color is changed to 20 pixel. Then 35 pixel, and then 40 pixel. Yes. Comma. It should be semicolon. Yes. Now it is appearing. Okay. So see, you can see the animation. It is glowing. Okay. From dark to light. Okay, so first this animation, it is appearing, shadow is moving, okay, in the darker side. See, you can see shadow is increasing in the darker color, and then in the end the shadow is getting blurred, and it is in infinite loop. So it is alternative, it is appearing, this animation is alternatively played from dark to light, light to dark, dark to light, light to dark. It is appearing infinitely, because why we have given alternate and infinite. Okay, ease in, ease out, this is what is the effect we have seen. And 1 second glow. Okay, if you give the 1.5 second 2 seconds, then animation speed will become very slow. See, animation speed will become very slow, but that 2 second is very big delay. So 1 second is okay, right? Okay, so now this is what is the animation given. So next thing we have to do, I think we have to give some margin, because that Simba is appearing. So we will have to give the margin, I guess, margin left, margin left. Oh, it is not coming. Yeah, semicolon per lower. Margin left, margin left 40 pixel. Let us give and see. Yes, now it is appearing proper. Okay, margin left 40 pixel. Logo text we have given. So our navigation bar is, styling our navigation bar is complete, right? So let us do other styling in the next video. Why I'm giving the break? Because the video size will become very big and it will create a problem for me to upload. Okay, so our navigation styling is complete. Okay, so let us stop.